Why is cash flow more important than storing cash in the bank? Cash is absolute trash. From 2020 to 2024, we had 19% cumulative inflation. The US dollar is inflationary. They run a 2% inflation rate every single year. So if you don't get a raise that's above the 2% inflation rate, you're losing money every single year. So think about this. You work really hard, you trade time away from your family, you trade energy, and you get paid in someone else's debt. So why on earth would you store cash in a bank where they're lending to the next person, which is someone else's debt? Think about that for just a moment. What you need to learn is cash flow. They didn't teach us this in America. They taught us to go to school, get a job, get a 401k, borrow against our future self, and hope that we continue to get a pay raise that beats inflation. That's why I focus on cash flow. Every single time I get paid, I do three things with my money. I create more cash flow. I put it into deflationary assets that are opposite of the US dollar, which is inflationary, or I put it into something that I can leverage. So what are some examples of cash flow? You can focus on cash generating businesses, side hustles. You could do dividend ETF strategies. You can do dividends. There's different things within certain asset classes where you could stake it to get interest income. But what you should be doing with all of your cash is you should be making sure you're earning off of it, you can leverage it, or you can grow it or compound it. I don't store any of my cash somewhere where they can use my money to lend it to the next person. So you don't need a bunch of cash, you need cash flow. Cash flow is the number one thing you need to build wealth and financial freedom. Warriors, rise, get your shit together.